Welcome to Warjacks Games Club podcast episode 56. We're Brandon and Shaun, and we're hanging out on a Saturday night, getting late.
This is a little late Saturday night hangout.
Yeah, interrupted your painting.
I did. Tried to get that Death Guard painted up.
You know, I think since last time we cast, I think I actually painted. Right?
Has
Wasn't that
been
after?
since?
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
It feels like I was just painting the other day, but I think it was a long time ago.
I think it was a couple weeks ago. We painted up some of your Signal, right?
Yeah, the Storm Legion.
Storm Legion, my bad. Yeah.
From far away, I think it looks pretty good. From up close, it's not like terrible, but you know.
It's not just your standard blue and gold.
Yeah, we did not go studio. Went orange instead of blue.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Tight. I've played 0 games of anything in 3 weeks, so.
Same. I've done a ton of painting. I have not played anything, and that's War Machine, Warhammer, Magic, like literally nothing. I've watched
speaking of,
a lot of League.
Oh, how's Hundo Thundo doing?
Bro, Hundo, so they started out real hot. I think that's when we were watching some of it, right? Because that was even when we were up at Capcom and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So then they lost, I want to say 7 in a row. Like, they went horrible loss streak. Like 7 in a row. Fired their coach. And have now won out since then and won tiebreakers. So the end of the season just happened. Playoffs start. So they ended up playing in tiebreaker games on Friday and like finished in 3rd. So they're upper bracket to start the playoffs. Wild.
Why did I like him? Was it literally because they said Hundo Thundo and I was like, that was it?
Yes. I thought that was
who's on the team? Who's the big
Double
people?
Lift, Bjergsen.
Oh, yeah, they're old school. So I know those names. That might be part of it, too.
Yeah. Closer is their jungler.
Who's Wild Turtle play with? Anybody?
He's back on TSM.
We don't like TSM.
I don't like TSM, no. I'm Cloud9 all day, every day. But
tight. I'm assuming they were first, or are they second?
We did. Yep, we finished tied with FlyQuest and beat them in the tiebreaker Friday. We're the number 1 seed. FlyQuest is the 2nd seed. We'll play Hundo Thundo in the first round. And we play CLG as the 4 seed.
So the top 4 upper bracket, they have to play each other?
So the top 4 start off technically playing, but losers drop to the bottom bracket, so it's like double elim.
So, like the people in the bottom are already like 1 loss?
Yep, losing you're gone from the bottom bracket.
Okay, that's tight then.
So top 6 make playoffs, top 4 get basically a second chance. And then your 5 and 6 seed take obviously losers from 1, 4, 2, 3, and it's losing you're out at that point.
Hundo Thundo wins it all?
Yeah.
No, they're not going to.
I don't think so either, but
they're not going to beat FlyQuest, dude.
They're hot.
Let alone.
It'll be a good series. I'm excited.
So when's that happen?
Should be this coming week.
Sick.
I don't know if they take a week off or not. Either they take a week off, which I don't think they do. It should just start this Thursday, Friday. You should have 1 series Thursday, 1 series Friday.
So
because you're in best of 5s now.
Speaking of, you mentioned it briefly. Speaking of Magic, right?
Oof, yeah.
This is pretty much. This is not everything. This is a bunch of stuff I got in the mail.
Is that your 83 packages?
Yeah, dude. Look at this stack.
That's insane.
That's not everything. Well, okay, to be fair though, some of this we had, but yeah, dude, ready to play everything in Pioneer.
Hey, I'm stoked. We have I don't even think we've talked about that, right? Like I think we made that decision post there's my boy. The reason why I play Magic the Gathering.
These are the reasons.
That's the reason right there. I mean, think about it. When we decided to play, it was because of that. Because I was like, man, I would love to play, but like not being able to play Liliana, not being able to play Obliterator, and you're like, oh, that you can in Pioneer, and I was like, nah, dog, like they didn't make the cut. You're like, no, like they got reprinted, and I was like, what?
Yep, literally last 2 sets. I think the most recent one had Obliterator, and the one before it had Liliana.
Yeah.
Or flip flop, but
yeah, I'm back in. If I can play mono black with Liliana and Obliterator, like I'm playing Magic.
Actually, one of the first, not one of the first, but like when I moved to Tampa in 2012, I went to an SCG Open in Tampa, which was awesome. I think I went 6-3. Finished outside of the whatever top 32 got paid. I finished outside of that or something. But first round was a friend of mine, and he was playing like I want to say mono black zombies, but he had Phyrexian Obliterator in his deck, and that was
What?
kind of spooky.
What year?
2012.
Oh, it was way back. I don't think I've been doing that far back. I was playing mono black at some point with him when you had all of the zombies. What's the 3-drop ghoul that comes down and like does damage and is tapped and like during the time when they kept coming back with a counter on them if they didn't.
Yeah, Undying. So that
Yes, Undying.
that was 20. That was then.
Was that then? That's what I was
Mhm.
playing at that point too. Was mono black zombies.
Yeah, that was Innistrad slash.
Droffs or Groffs messengers. Something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Grave Crawlers.
Grave crawlers. Yeah.
I can't remember what the heck was the second set.
That I don't know. I'm really bad with sets.
So it's actually really funny because we were driving, I think to my parents. This is when we lived in Tampa. We were driving to my parents. We were driving through Orlando, and I asked the wife, I was like, "Hey, can you call Cloak and Dagger Comics? I don't know if you've ever heard of them."
Nope.
I was like, "Can you call Cloak and Dagger and see how much their booster boxes are for the set that I can't remember? It had Sorin and Huntmaster of the Fells in it.
Good card.
Whatever that set was. It was after it was in that block, and I didn't warn her. It was my bad, but I knew the guy that worked there has like a really like solid speech impediment, and I think I warned her as the phone's ringing, and so he answers and he says, "Thank you for calling Cloak and Dagger Comics. This is, you know," and she's dying laughing because like I just said it right before, and he's like, "Hello."
Dang.
And she's like, "Do you have any boxes of whatever it is?" And he says no, and I was like, "That's my bad." I should have told. I shouldn't have warned her like right when she called because that's what got her.
Right. That's funny.
What the heck is that called? That's it called Innistrad, and then Avacyn Restored. Anyways, the only good cards in the set were Sorin and this is not true, but the only money cards were Sorin and Huntmaster of the Fells. So that set had come out because I had 4 Huntmasters in my green red deck at that Tampa event, and I don't know what I would have went. I went 6-3 because I conceded to a guy I got paired up to like 4-1-1 friend, and I conceded because he had a top 8 shot, but I beat him 2-0.
Dang, should have played it.
He was playing Delver.
During Delver.
If I won that, I did win that. But if I won out from there, I definitely cash. I don't top 8, but I cash because I lost round 1. Funny that I got paired up though.
I'm trying to find the set and it's
Dark Innistrad, Dark Ascension.
Dark Ascension.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dark Ascension, Avacyn Restored right there. Oh.
Yeah. Could not think of that set. That was those 2 sets, the like Scars Mirrodin, Innistrad. That's that standard, and then Innistrad, Return to Ravnica. Those were my 2 favorites. I won in Innistrad Ravnica. So, yeah.
That's when you're open.
I did. You can see it online. You can see my finals win.
Yep.
Orlando, 2013, March.
Dang, what's the date?
Yeah, it's my Twitter picture.
It is.
It's been that for 10 years. We're coming up on it. It was Easter weekend.
I love it.
They asked me about the deck, and everyone was playing. I was playing Reanimator, and I should have made the reference. I didn't think of it till after the interview about why they asked me like why I picked the deck. I was like, should have been like, why no better time to pick the like Resurrection deck than Easter Sunday, right?
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Missed your opportunity. You could have went
I
viral.
goofed.
I do.
And that's when I got Brad to sign my Crater Hoofs. He was casting that event.
Big Brad
Su-
Nelson fan.
Super chill guy. I used to not like him. Just
Until
because
you did what you said.
I felt like he felt more entitled. He was younger, but he's a super nice guy. Also really solid, like one of the best.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
So we're playing Pioneer, right?
Yup. And in the MTG world, I'm here for Pioneer. I don't. I shouldn't say I don't know that I could, but I don't know if I would want to get back into Standard and go back into like the rotating out and stuff all the time. Like as much fun as it is, on top of it, like just seems to not be a thing anymore unless you're playing
Mhm.
online. Like there's no FNMs, like nothing's firing for Standard. It seems like here locally, so like that would
Yeah.
obviously like it doesn't matter if I'd want to or not, I guess. But I don't know that I want to get back into that. But I'm super here for Pioneer and like just knowing that stuff's not leaving. You know what I mean? Like stuff's ever changing, your
Mhm.
meta's changing, but
Yeah.
like your stuff itself is like not going anywhere, which I'm here for.
I heard rumors potentially of cool stuff being standard on Friday, but I can't confirm that. Or I didn't confirm. I could confirm that. That's really
Yeah.
easy. But I don't know. I think Pioneer's very good, and
Yes.
I could probably play like 5 decks now. So I'm all in a Pioneer.
And there's stuff to play on that. I think there's more Pioneer popping off around Jacksonville than there is Standard. And we were looking them up. Like, to try to travel to events, you're probably better off playing Modern, but, like, there was definitely several Pioneer events and stuff, too, so.
I believe the next RCQ season is still Pioneer though.
Hmm. Yep,
So
okay.
the what you're qualifying for, I think, is a Pioneer event. So likely will still be a good amount of Pioneer.
Yeah. I think it's a great format. Modern at this point is, like, old school legacy. I used to be a big fan of Modern, but, like, Modern's basically Pioneer now. Like, that is kind of, like,
I think I agree with that.
where it's at. I think Pioneer is the best format personally.
Dang. Modern might be fun. Modern has a lot of free spells now, which is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, it's
If you think it's
just
a problem.
it's just too much in Modern. It's too fast. Like I don't. Again, it was like when I was playing Modern in time. It was at Legacy. Like I just never played Legacy either. When I was playing that, like the whole like if you have it one top of two, like you just scoop and start playing the second hand is like dumb. Like I'm not here for this. Like, oh,
It's,
you didn't get the nuts draw. Let's just go to game two. Like, the fuck out of here. It's stupid.
there's
Why?
a
Like,
lot. There's actually a lot of like a lot of fair magic played in Legacy.
he said
You,
fair magic.
yeah, I think like half your games you're probably playing fair magic, where you're playing a lot of turns.
Right.
But there are games where you're playing against like Sneak and Show or
Right. That's dumb.
something where like if you counter their show and tell, they probably lose.
Right.
Um, but if you don't have pressure though, they can keep going. But I was always playing Delver, so usually I have a flip Delver or a
Right.
what Young Pyromancer or something, and you're like,
It's
I
GG's.
remember we went to an open and sucked at standard, so I played I think Saturday afternoon had like a legacy like qualifier event for the next day.
Mm-hmm.
If you went 4-0, you got free entry.
Ooh.
So I was 3-0, and I wanted to split with the guy, and he was like, "Nah." So we played, and I wasn't playing. He was playing Sneak and Show, and he went for it. Like he played one of the lands that make 2 mana, and went Lotus Petal, Show and Tell, and I Force Willed it, and then Wastelanded his land, and we
Dang.
just like started the game over basically on turn 2. But he couldn't come back from that.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It was funny. Legacy's fun.
Meh.
Dang.
Yeah, that's a meh. That's a hard meh for me.
It's tough to get into unless you want to play Death and Taxes or something, which is good. Death and Taxes is really good, but not everyone wants to play mono white.
Right.
Or before they banned it, there was an insane mono white deck that came out of the Dungeons and Dragons set. It had the initiative rule or keyword or whatever. I don't even know how the deck worked, but it was so good they banned it, which is a shame because It
I
was a
hate they got
very
rid of
budget friendly
Infinity.
deck. What?
I hate
Which?
they got
Oh,
rid of
Affinity
Infinity. Yeah,
for in modern.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
you could
dagger.
play that, and you can play that in Legacy
And
though.
Legacy, yeah.
Which I don't even know if you need anything super expensive to play that in Legacy. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I got my duels, so well, blue, red, and I don't have
MTG.
all of them.
That's where it's at. It's about to rain.
Yeah, you're about to pioneer, dude.
Time to pioneer. I'm excited for it. I'm
Yeah,
excited to go to an event.
yeah, we just gotta figure out where we want to go. The best ones are the ones like I'll say like Captain Con or Crucible, where you go for the weekend.
Right.
Um, but it'll still be tight to go to like cool stuff in Orlando and do an event or something.
Yeah. I would be down for something like that, but I would like to like go to an event too. Something like local. Like as far
Hmm.
as like Tampa, like Atlanta, something like that.
Yeah, Atlanta's
Orlando,
not too
like
bad. Orlando would be
anything.
tight.
Even though traveling, I mean, even if you're talking like hopping on a plane and going somewhere for something, like I don't know, it's weird to me because like I feel like it's less worth. Like it's not as worth like to hop on a plane and go somewhere for a Magic tournament as it is
Hmm.
going somewhere for like a 40K tournament
Yep.
or War Machine or something. Like I don't know why. Like it's equal, you know what I mean? But like it seems like it's not worth to me. Like
I think it's just the number of people. That's because like you could go to your local store and play with 32 people playing Magic.
right.
But if you want to play with 32 people, 40K, they might be around here. But War Machine, yeah, we're going to Captain Con or something.
Yeah. He's yeah, for sure.
But I also agree, like, I don't want to get on the plane for, I don't know why either. Like, I don't want to fly to,
Like it
like,
makes
what's it
no
called?
sense though, right?
It
Because like
doesn't.
that, it's just a blast. Like just getting away for the weekend, like being in the hotel, playing at an event, nothing but like game stuff going on, and playing a bunch of Magic
Hmm.
games and stuff. Like it'd be a blast. Like I'd be down. It
And
just
it's like,
seems like it's not worth it.
it's
Not
way
gonna
easier
lie.
to travel.
Way easier travel. A backpack. Like
Yeah.
here,
And
alright.
why aren't we traveling? I don't know.
Yeah,
The Craig's in, though, right?
yeah, I would think so.
Because he sounded like he was
Oh, you're talking about for Pioneer as a whole? Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah,
Magic. Yeah,
yeah,
he's in
yeah.
for Magic.
He's in for Magic for sure.
Also, I'm pretty sure Craig's in for War Machine.
Yeah,
Everyone knows Dusk rules drop, so he pre-ordered his starter.
he's
He
feeling
already
the
has
dust.
the Gen Con box or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if I'm feeling it, but
I haven't seen Dust Rules.
I didn't put the time in. But I
Hashtag
didn't
time
put the
in.
time in on Storm Legion either, right? Like I literally showed up and played a game on Friday and won and was like, yo, these guys are good.
Right?
Dusk, like I was telling you before this, I was like seems like every model's like base POW 10.
Doesn't seem good to me.
And
I'm
I get they
sure the
do
debuffs
probably,
are there,
yeah.
but no.
I know Brian was saying, uh, Warjack's Brian, call him Warjack's Brian. He was saying like there's a lot more to the faction. It's not just smash face.
Right?
It almost sounds like it gets a lot more like board control. You can have weird assassinations and stuff,
It
which I
almost
feel like
sounds
Craig does vibe with that.
so like just initially like from what you were telling me and the kind of stuff that's there and like the lower POW and it seems almost to like playing Aurora list. It's just kind of like what I picture. Is that you have like a bunch of like soft, hard to hit, fast like maneuver type. Like it's not just like run up like pop feet and punch you in the face.
Hmm.
Storm Legion style. Like I don't know why I just picture like Aurora list is like what it's.
They they also literally have revive on their spell rack, so that's a big thing for them. And that
Yeah,
solo's kind of tight. Or their 80 mil.
the big one.
Yeah, it spits out like I think when something soulless dies, it spits out a solo. You can only have three of them, but I want to say that their solo only costs like 7 points.
For their 80 mil?
Yeah,
I think they're
I
all
think.
just good, right? Like Storm Legions looks stupid, but I think it's good.
I think it's good too. And it doesn't even not like. I think it looks all right. It's just why do they have horse-drawn carriages?
No, it does not look okay.
Cater's got a tank, dude.
Yeah, like their whole thing stepped up. Even the Storm Legion themselves is like Signar on crack. Like
Hmm.
everything is like advanced and new technology. Look at all this stuff we have. Like, yeah, we're still carrying this carriage back here. Like, go to the
Uh,
whip. We need to pick up some speed. Like, why do you guys have that?
the dude on the carriage is throwing spears, and I don't know how he's throwing them accurately.
He's
So
probably rat 3. He's probably not.
no, I bet it's real
He's
good.
probably like rat
So
7 at
so
least.
the Void engine is 7 points, 16 boxes. It is only arm 18. Um,
Only.
but if something, I think it's soulless. Yeah, if something soulless dies within 10, you can put a white like WIGHT model into play. You can only have up to 3 of them, and I assume that is not 3 per Void engine. So it's not like super overpowered. I don't know
Right.
though. It might be 3 per Void engine, but it has that same rule that the solo in Convergence has. Not the Enigma
Sixties.
Foundry, but the other one, where whenever you cast a spell within 10 inches, it gets power tokens.
Oh,
And uh, it has like reload 1 on its gun with a power token, or you can boost attacks and damage rolls.
solid.
And the gun is range 12, power 14
That's good.
with crit consume.
With reload 1.
Yeah, it's called power loader. You can spend a power token.
Hmm.
But like so, on turn 1, like any void engine near your caster already has like 2 tokens on it.
Right.
Frustrum Locus, what it's called,
Yes,
the
that's it.
convergence one.
Convergence model.
But crit consume, like you could just hit
It,
a high armor small base and eat it.
yeah,
That's pretty solid.
doesn't seem bad.
So I the so the units are probably good. I haven't read through all their buffs, their debuffs. Like
Right.
there's probably something going on. I know the 5-man like gun unit is CRA, which it's only 5 people, but it also is only 6 points. So like a 6 point solo that was shooting a POW 15 at RAT 11 is probably fine.
Probably fine. I'd also go out on a limb to say that none of the new stuff is going to be bad. So, like, I wouldn't worry about
that
it.
hmm it's cool to see that it's a different style of play,
Yeah,
right? So
for sure.
that'll be cool. Dusk out there, the 120s are all in the app too.
Here for it.
Pretty cool. I think someone said all 120s are in Prime.
Oh,
And a lot of the armies have gotten their 120 casters. I think if a 120 caster exists, it is in Prime and it is in a cadre, so all armies will get it.
nice.
So like Lilith
3?
3 is in
2?
both armies. I've heard that Xerxes 2 is pretty solid because Scorn. Well, everyone in Scorn says Scorn sucks right now, but Xerxes 2
Where it's
is
at?
solid supposedly.
That's interesting. I think as you get some more of that stuff and some more of the more prime stuff comes out, and then you get some more of the new stuff that comes out, like I think the scene is gonna be popping.
I think I don't quote me. Someone, hey, if you know this to be fact, reply to this video. Come to YouTube, reply to the video. I think all of the Prime Legacy armies are going to have like a fourth caster that's in a cadre. They're just putting out the battle engine ones first for the ones that have battle engines.
So for the
Um,
ones that have battle engines, is that the one that you're getting, or you're getting
yeah,
that plus one? You're
I
just
think
guaranteed to
that's
get
the one.
that.
So that's like which apparently people really like Denegra too. The the big chick on a cat on the dragon versus
Mm-hmm.
Crix,
Sick.
and I think their battle engine's good too. The Wraith engine.
So did Legion get Blightbringer, or just Archangel?
They oh sorry, let me amend that. All of the battle engines are out. Sorry, not the colossals
Oh,
and
okay.
gargantuans. They do have throne.
Yeah, Throne. Okay, and okay.
They have throne and Lilith. Uh, so
Okay.
I can't remember if Scorn has both of their. I know they have Siege and Manarax. They might not have gotten the Supreme Guardian in Prime actually.
So
If that
CG got
CG got the
theirs.
Rayless, yeah, and
Okay.
they got McKay.
Okay.
McKay's their caster that's just in a Rayless basically. Rayless got rolled back though. It doesn't have power up anymore, whatever it's called. So
Damn.
it doesn't gain power tokens to boost damage rolls, which are attack rolls, which kind of sucks. But I think they have a lot of
What about the Web
debuffs.
Slingers? Any
What do you mean?
word?
Oh,
Like Vulcans,
Colossals.
Archangels, yeah. Yeah, Colossals, I know which one it is.
Um, this was in the Prime cast. They mentioned it. Um, can't remember what the order of stuff coming out was. I think the next stuff coming out is I don't know when it was. Can't remember.
Interesting.
They are coming, obviously. Circle briefly had one.
We briefly had one.
They they put out Circle got their second army, which is the stone stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they also mix it together with Secret Dominion or whatever, which is like or maybe it is Secret Dominion. It got mixed with another smaller theme. So like even more Circle modders are in Prime now, but they they had the huge base stone guy, the Wold Wrath,
Ooh,
Wold.
it's a sick model.
They accidentally put him out instead of the
Hmm.
Wold Guardian or
that's
whatever.
that's
Yeah.
funny.
Um, I
Should have
think
got a
the
game in.
well. I think the well is like stupid cheap too.
Does it say the same?
Um, I think it's like 9 points or something crazy. Doesn't that seem crazy?
Yeah.
From what I understand, the gate is awful for infernals.
Well, hate to see
Um,
that, but it's out.
it, yep. So let's see, Secret Dominion.
But
Yeah,
we laying
it's
in bed
bad.
looking at
From
a gate later.
well of Warbros is 9 points, 32 boxes.
Oh my god.
Um, let me see if it can still take damage to buff itself. Yeah, we can still take damage
This is a
to
super good
boost.
model.
It spits out stones too, I think. It has reinforcement small base. Oh, so just can reinforce any small base.
Interesting.
God, and then this is maybe I don't know the Wells rules, but apparently construct war beasts, which is this
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
side of the thing, within 10 inches, basically gain hyper aggressive. So if you shoot the rocks,
Seems
they're coming.
good. Seems good.
Yeah, that's only 9 points. Seems pretty solid. But
What did you hear that was so bad about
the Infernals.
yeah.
Let me look at it. It's 12 points, which is whatever.
That's a
Um,
lot. That's too much. This shit better be like real
well,
good.
so it still does the same thing where it makes them cheaper, which isn't a big deal anymore. Oh,
Right.
you don't fill it with souls on your turn anymore.
How, you just have
Like
to like
you don't.
naturally get them.
Uh, yep, that was the
Uh,
problem. You don't roll for the souls anymore, which is whatever. But now, like, it's you want to be able to teleport beasts and stuff, like or horrors.
right.
Like you want to know you can do it. I think that's what people are hating on.
Still range
Still
spell, power
has,
14, AoE 3.
and actually the POW and the blast is 8, so it's one higher than since it's
Wait, can you
more.
even get them anymore? Oh yeah, this one can have up to 5. Okay.
Yep, it's just the Retribution's Trident rolled back to D3 power tokens instead of 1. So that's a buff. But it costs 15.
Is it? It's only rate of fire 1 though. That went down, did it not?
Yeah,
Didn't
I
it
thought
have
you could buy.
reload? Yeah,
I
you used to
thought
be able to
it.
buy a second shot. It
Yeah,
looks
so
like
there you
they
go.
took that away too. Yeah, 12 points is too much. It's literally a tormentor. Who's playing this gate over having another tormentor?
That
It
was the
needs to be
argument.
like 8 points. Like it needs to be substantially less. Like no one's playing this over a
Mhm.
tormentor.
That's what someone was like. Why would I could have a tormentor. Yeah, exactly. And it's huge, so you're not hiding it.
Right.
Def 5, you're not missing it.
Yeah, it sucks. Actual.
Um,
I'm 19 with 25 boxes is whatever, I guess.
yeah, I just feel like
But again,
though.
tormentor's the same amount of health and boxes and armor. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, not playing it.
and who cares about saving one
Yeah.
essence? Like, it's not that like
Dang. That sucks.
not tithing anymore. It's not a big deal. I think I could be wrong. Infernal players blast me.
I,
So
I
that's the first L coming out of Infernals for sure.
Yeah, and they got rid of what was stupid good as well with their vengeance, righteous
Yeah, that
vengeance
was.
that they had. Like they got rid of that, so they
I
walked
would have
that
been
back a
okay
little
with it
bit.
without synergy. I'd have been okay with it.
This
It was kind of
is
wild. It stacked synergy though before they activated.
it's pretty cool.
So yeah, huge, but not huge bases. What are they called?
Battle engines.
Battle engines are out. Ooh, also you were hype. The last
Yeah.
faction of the year.
Oh, New Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And possibly like Mechana Legion. Like you go me
Yeah.
some like Mechana, Lilith 4 style type stuff. Like I'm here for it.
Yeah. Yep.
It's by
So that
far
could
the
be
first
tight.
thing that has like piqued my interest. I think like I haven't really seen a whole lot of the little pirate trolls still, so like maybe
Yeah.
maybe them, but like from what I've seen, not really interested. But a new Legion like that piques the old interest a little bit.
Yeah, it should be sweet because Saren's just dead, I think. But her eight, what are they called? Athonk, the little shard. When it was trying to go through the gate, it got changed up, and I think that's what they're saying is going to be used for the mechanic side, the Robo Legion.
You said you're getting both, right? Aren't they each getting like their own side?
Yeah, so that's what they're that whole that face.
Yeah,
I don't know which one will come. You would hope the like people gotta want them mechanically, like Mechana Legion first, right? But
I do. Sounds
and
dope.
then Rias is half. I don't know what. It's supposed to be different. It'll be different,
A new
but still,
Zuriel, because like we didn't get Zuriel. They
I think
came
it's
with
Uriel.
Legion. Like it would make sense if Rias makes a new Zuriel.
It makes sense.
Be
That'd be
sick.
tight.
Yeah, be sick.
Could be their character, Zuriel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the. It's weird that they announced it because I feel like it took all the hype out of
The
Pirate Trolls, but
trolls.
maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't. I'm sure there's people that love the Pirate Trolls.
I'm sure they're here for it.
I'm still stuck on Storm Legion, so whatever.
Yeah. You know, you should just play that. I concur with you. I see no point in keeping the other stuff. Do you already sell the dwarves or no?
No,
You should
man.
sell
So
the
that's
dwarves.
multiple armies. Yeah,
Sell all
I'm
the
looking to get
dwarves.
rid
Sell
of
all the
dwarves,
CG.
Crucible Guard. The Legion's weird, but Legion, and then I can't remember the last one. I told you I want to get rid of
Infernals.
Infernals. No hate for them. I told you I was like I play 20 games a year. I can't play that many factions.
Right. Yeah, there's
There's
no
someone
point
else playing.
in holding on to that. I would get rid of all this for. I mean, that's basically what I did. Right? Like, I sold down to literally everything but Infernals I have, which is my favorite army, favorite looking army. Like, I have no interest in getting rid of them. Like, I just wanted to keep them.
Hmm.
And eventually, like, I'll pick up a new one. Like, you have Storm Legion, and that's where I'm at. I do still have all that Cephalix still. I need to get rid of that
No,
as well.
I traded that for
No,
White
I have
Scars.
Cephalix.
Oh, okay. Trade yours
Yeah,
for
yeah.
White Scars. That's what I
I
did.
don't know about White Scars, but I would trade it for 40k for sure.
I got what are those? Chaos Knights?
Yep, you did get
Chaos
some
Knights
Chaos
up
Knights.
there? Which are literally the same thing, except for the War Dogs or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, Got knights up there. I am still keeping red and convergence. Red is because that was like my first faction.
Yeah.
Convert. Who knows? Converge will be the same thing. Give me like 6 months. I'll be like, what? Why do I have
Well,
this?
yeah. I could see it. Makes
I
sense, to be
think I
honest.
think they're sweet though, but I don't know why I'd keep them. Oh,
Right.
they got Nemo 4 and the
Mm.
Transfinite Emergence Protect. Apparently, people are hating on that battle engine
I
pretty
saw a lot of
bad.
hype for Nemo, no?
Oh, Nemo, sure.
Oh,
The
okay.
other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they got rid of arcs, so the rules for it are weird now.
They didn't
Because
redo
you
it?
they did. It's just weird. So it's like if you don't pick up, like when you activate, if there's so many servitors you don't pick up or something near you,
But
you get that many shots extra.
weird.
If there's so many within 1 inch but not touching you, you get boosted attack. If there are touching you, you get boosted damage. Uh, or that many dice on damage. Because it used to be in your arcs, like,
Right.
um. So now it's just weird, but
See, it was just different.
yeah,
Probably
it's
about the
just a little.
same. Yeah.
Also, I think the boxes, like it has way less boxes, but Nemo 4's here. He's cool.
Cute indeed. What else is new? We got a 3D printer? Or Jack's got a
Yeah, yeah,
3D
yeah.
printer? It's
Hanging out
tight.
behind you.
This hanging out behind me. This right over here.
It really doesn't
Uh,
smell awful.
no, like at all.
Jason was like, how does he not smell it?
Does not smell bad whatsoever. Printing, just sitting there, like nothing. It's, I don't know. It's fine.
I'm glad that it does not smell bad.
Same. It's like that would have sucked, but I don't think it's bad at all.
So it's time to we can print dusk now.
We print dust. Have PP shoot us over those STLs, and we can
Yeah,
start
we'll ship out the
print
Florida boxes.
the Florida boxes. You mean Kurg's?
Uh, there's got to be. Oh, all the people. Never mind. All the people I talked to are from Georgia. Shout out.
Shout out to the Georgia peeps. Crucible happening?
Giga Crucible, dude. It better happen.
Is War Machine Crucible happening? Have you talked
Uh,
to Craig? Like official? Crucible
so
Craig? You there?
when I talked to him before I created the events for it, he was like, "Create them and I'll make them happen."
Oh,
So
so you made the events.
yeah, I created the events.
Did not know you did that. So then it's happening for sure.
Should be. They still say pending review, but and
Yeah.
I know that a bunch of the usual gang are coming, at least some number of them.
Right?
Um, like to stream the Sunday
Oof.
steamroller.
I don't even know that I'd put that out there in the atmosphere.
I would like to.
It would be cool to do, but like I just don't see having the bandwidth of like
Oh, so
a
the
place to set up internet, like
yeah. It would 100% be dependent on the hotel, and from my point of view, it would be like, hey, I'll try to say stuff, but I likely have to walk away for random judge calls.
it's
But
like
if I could, it'd be great.
it could potentially happen. Like I don't know if Craig planned on playing or not, but like he would be able to help run too. And like I already told you, since we're moving it to Sunday, like I will likely play 40k Friday, Saturday, and then drop Sunday and stream with you.
Yeah, but when you're four, you're gonna be 4-0, so because Death Guard.
Yeah. Of
Although
course,
that's a long time from now.
it's
What
a
are the
long time
odds
from
you're
now,
playing Death Guard?
bro.
And
Don't do that to
I'm
me. Why would you even put something like that out there?
well, you're just gonna go back to Knights instead,
Okay,
not a new army
okay, that's fair.
or Necrons. Play Necrons.
No,
You never played him in a tournament. You gotta play him because we might. There's good odds we might be going to Tampa next month, where you're gonna play Death Guard.
I
So
would definitely play Death Guard in Tampa. Shout out to Garrett Stacy's GT winning list for Death Guard recently. It's probably what I'll play, to be honest. Like if I was gonna try hard somewhere, and like I mean, it's you at least know it's good, winnable.
there's
I think it's
no.
so
I
like
don't.
crazy though. Like I think you have to look at overall numbers for 40k because, and it's no different than a War Machine tournament or something. Even Magic from that standpoint, like so much of it is based on matchups and who you see, that kind of stuff. So you look at a normal event, like someone goes 5-0, right? you had 486 people at this event. You played 5 of them. So like,
True.
yes, like obviously as you went, you're playing the other 4 and 5. I'm not saying you didn't play anyone good, but like even just list wise, like you played 5 total people. Like there may be several factions that you realistically just don't have a great chance of beating, and you saw none of them. So like,
Yeah.
is the list great? Sure. Like, is there a lot of lists that it loses to, and you play 2 of those orc players or something in Tampa? Like, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
And that goes for everything, right? I mean, Magic's the same way. Like, you have good and bad matchups in Magic too, and like you can get lucky and not draw in any of them. So
Yeah, I think when I played Reanimator at the Open I won, the next day I was dumb, didn't play. I should have played in both Opens, like especially because that was back when Saturday it was 9 rounds or 8 rounds, and you played the first round of top 8 that night, and the next morning you played the top 4. So my top 4 match, if you find it on the internet and you want to watch it, game 1 goes for over an hour. They're untimed in the top 8. So
right.
we're not slow playing. Just that was Restoration Angel, Thragtusk. That was that time. When I started, I would have gotten like 2 or 3 buys into the next, because they would let me play in the next tournament, but they had to start it at 9 a.m. or whatever. I would have
Right.
gotten like 2 buys or something, and it was only like 7 or 8 rounds.
Yeah.
But I said all that. The guy who won Sunday was playing Naya Blitz, and my deck likely gets destroyed by that. I played 0 Saturday.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's in everything. So like it just depends, but at the very least, like it's good enough to win,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like Garrett Stacey won the GT with it, so it's good. It looks like fun. Actually, it
That's all
doesn't
that
look like fun because I want to play Mortarion. But shout out to
maybe.
Titans
Yes.
for shooting down my Mortarion dreams.
Ooh, that sucks.
I mean, it's realistic. I mean, I didn't swap from Knights to play another 18 wound guy that can't be hidden in Death Guard. Like,
That's actually fair.
a little bit different though. Like you have a 4-up. Like I'd have a 4-up across the board in melee and ranged, plus a 5-up feel no pain, plus reduces damage by 1. So like I think he's arguably more survivable. But you are also right at that 18 wounds. My big knights were starting at 28, so like that's 10 extra boxes that they were going through. So like if they went through those 10 extra boxes, they're going through his 18 too, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which, assuming we're likely going, but assuming I'm playing August, I'm playing Imperial Knights. So anybody listening, Imperial Knights players, tell me, what should I play? Do I play 2-7? Do I play 1-10? 3-4?
3-4? That's wild.
Some people play 3-4.
I
It lets you
like
play a
2-7.
Gallant though, which is kind of cool. That's the melee one.
Is that cool?
He's cheap, and he has 4-up in melee. Well, you take the relic with him to get 4-up in melee.
Right. You got to get him there though. Like you the same problems as the rest of my knights just get shot off the board.
Oh.
I think
Yeah, I
it's
don't
fun.
know. Do I play? When I was telling you about it in the lobby at CaptainCon, do you seriously do that one stratagem where you like rip 2 of your war dogs off the board and then put them like in their back line?
I
Or do
think
you just
it's
move your dudes up and hope they survive?
I think it's tough because I think when you're playing at like a serious level like that and not against like your local friendly game store person, that stuff is really hard to do. So like there's a lot of armies that have those tricks, right, and do all those kind
Mhm.
of things. And Chaos Demons right now have some crazy shit where they come in at like 3 or 6 inches away or something and like guarantee charges and all that. So like your good people are screening all of that. So like you're never
Mm.
gonna get a chance to even bring them in, like where you want to put them at least, because like they're screening all of those things. So like I guess just by them screening, you're putting pressure on them because like they're super spread out. Like stuff's not where it probably wants to be. Like you're putting some other disadvantages for making them have to do that, I guess. But
Mhm.
like your better players are going to be screening that stuff out anyway. So I think I like 2 and 7, and I think you just get stupid aggressive with everything. Like they're gonna, you don't have a choice with the big guys. What are you gonna do? Sit in the back and hide? Like you can't hide them. So
Yeah.
like they're getting aggressive. You're just going forward no matter what. And then, like, I think one thing that I tried to play like too cheeky, I guess, because since I had the big knights that couldn't hide, I was always trying to like hide my war dogs and like don't let anything see them, and like it was like the one model like I could try to hide, so you're trying to, and I probably shouldn't. Like if I had to
Yeah.
play it again, I'd just get stupid aggressive with them because like if you want to shoot at them and try to kill them, that's fine. Like leave my abominate and desecrate on the table if you want to. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Hmm.
okay with that, but you're not going to. Like you're gonna continue to shoot those guys off the table, so like get dumb aggressive with the war dogs and armatures in your case, and
Makes
like
sense.
go in like
Yeah, also 2-7. I assume 2-7. Someone's taken the relic or whatever, where when you use your bondsman ability, it applies to everyone within like a 6-inch bubble. But that also reduces the damage by one. Um,
solid,
so unless you're getting blasted by a bunch of like one damage shots,
right? It's the
well,
same thing,
yeah. But then you take with the big knights, like one of them on turn one just uses a stratagem for 4-up against shooting, and then the other one has the relic, so they're 4-up against shooting, and then um, 4-up against. And if I played Tyrannus, I'm what 6-up, feel no pain. I say
right?
6-up, it's just 6.
Right.
Um, yeah, I don't, I
Yeah,
don't, I think I like 2-7. I think 10-1 might be the best, but I don't want. I like playing I came for the big guys, right?
right. Same. And they're fun. They look good. I like 2 and 7. They're fun to play, and they're fairly hard to kill. Like I don't know what
Yeah.
all else you guys have. Like at least for Chaos Knights, like the Abominate is good. If he gets to go first to get a psychic test and stuff off to get the 5-up feel no pain,
Mhm.
you're just good. No rerolls against him.
Yeah, that was
You
brutal.
could spend. You have the 4-up, whatever to hit there. You have a 5-up feel no pain. Like once you get your favor, your 4-up to hit. Like 1 through 3 just automatically fail. So like now if you have your psychic test up, potentially 4-up against range, you have a 5-up feel no pain, 4+ to hit. Like that's a lot of checkboxes to go through to remove 28 boxes off the table.
Hmm.
Like that's fairly chonky.
I also think Tyrannus heals every turn.
He was like 1.
Yeah, it's one.
Are you
But yeah, it's
still playing, or was this something you had to be in? I don't know what Imperials have, but to where like you were considering your wounds to be doubled.
I think that's Hawk Shroud.
That's like a specific like faction to be in, or
Yep.
whatever you guys call your classes.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's Hawk Shroud. Tyrannus is the one where with the 6-up feel no pain and has the once per game 4-up save a dude
Right.
stratagem. And it doesn't come back until the end of the fight phase, I think. So
Yep.
if it gets killed, you're gonna survive until
I
if it
think it comes
dies.
back at the end of that phase,
Yeah,
whatever it's in. So if it died in shooting phase, it's coming back before the
yeah,
fight phase or whatever. But yeah,
yeah. If it dies in fight phase, though, you're looking
correct.
Gucci. You don't
Right.
get to explode it. I think you don't roll the explosion roll.
So I think so I did it on one of mine, right? Like he was a little frustrated because it took a while to kill it. I kept making saves and saves and saves. Finally, he kills this thing. I spend it, I hit it, it comes back. So, but now obviously it's coming back on its lower bracket, right? So like now you're just hitting on 5s. I have 3 shots and rolled 3 5-ups. So like not only did you kill this thing and then it came back, I then rolled 3 5-ups, like strength 16 damage, like 8+ rolling off of it. He
Oh,
was so mad. That'd be really
that's
frustrating, to be honest.
that's pretty funny, actually. Though
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
fun when it
hate though
happens.
playing. I wouldn't hate playing one of the really big dudes though. And
What you mean
then
by really big?
the they're more expensive. They're the other
The
class
Forge
of.
World ones? Like the big
No, no,
ones?
no, 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 sorry, no. They're the same size, but they're the different chassis.
Oh,
Um,
the
because
Tyrants?
they have such monster guns on them.
Yeah, they do. But one
I
of
think
yours
they
has that
also
already, don't you?
no,
Don't you
not
have like
that
a
gun.
D8 or an 8+ D6 or D6 plus something or something like that?
Um,
D6 plus 8 or something like stupid?
I There is something that is good. I can't remember how much damage it is. But this other one's better. It's like 60 inches too, or 80 inches.
Yeah, it's the whole board. I will tell you, your
And
biggest problem is guard right now. Like with guards do stuff and everyone running around and playing them, and you have
Crucible Guard.
I always want to say black hands, iron hands.
It's Crucible Guard.
It's Crucible, it's Crucible Guard. Definitely not Crucible Guard. But like both of those, like Iron Hands is just running a whole bunch of like heavy stuff that's gonna like melt you off the table, and all their tanks, even if you do damage, they're always considered wounds doubled for bracketing. So like they're pretty much shooting on the top profile the whole game. So you have to 100 to 0 them. Guards running around everywhere with their stuff that's shooting. Like I think that's the biggest problem right now. Trying to play knights is just so much heavy firepower stuff, which is what you don't want to see.
Yeah, those guys are scrubs. We'll kill them.
Scrubs.
I'll hit them with the volcano lance or whatever it's called.
Dang.
I think that's the one.
That's your big one. Yeah.
That's the one where like I kept rolling it against your Necrons, and I would only hit with one and then not wound, and I'd be like, oh, it's like it hits for so much if it actually hits.
Right. Yeah. So my big gun is D3 plus 6. Is the big one that I have. Now Tyrant has the one that you're talking about, which you could technically play.
Reminds me, I stole this idea from the guy who sold me his Chaos Knights, but we collated our.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brimstone Volcano Lance D6 plus 8, strength 16 minus 5 AP. That's so dumb.
That's pretty good.
80 inches.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I would say that's solid. D6 plus 8. Come on.
And that's only on the big one, right?
Yeah, that's on the Tyrant for me, which is, I'm assuming, what you have.
The why is it out of order? Castellan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't I want that?
Oh, I don't know why you wouldn't want that. I would want that. But that thing's stupid expensive.
So I swore there was I also swore there was like some kind of missiles or something that one of these had that could ignore
line of sight?
Cover. Yeah, line of sight.
That is possible.
It exists. I just don't know who it is. Someone has it.
Yeah.
Watch it be the Canis Rex or something.
That's a good one.
Ain't nobody playing with the Canis Rex, right?
I don't know. I went with Desecrator because I like the relic you can give it instead of being the D3. Well, his was heavy 2. I think you just straight gain another shot. Like, I think the Brimstone Lance is D3. But he goes to heavy 3, so you're straight getting 3 shots. Strength 16, minus 5 AP, D3 plus 6. Like, that's a minimum of 7. Yeah.
Anyways, Knights. That's what I would play. And they might not be good, but that's what we're playing.
2-7.
Probably 2-7. But now I'm kind of wondering about the Castellan, though.
And you're probably doing what then? Like 1-8?
Ooh, it might be 1-1. No, it would be 1-1, and then. But I think you might only be able to fit 6, though.
At the best, because it's considerably more than the other big ones.
I think it's 1-1-6.
So you're just straight dropping a little to take it.
You saw that gun, dude. Come on.
Do you have it?
Yeah. I played it the first time we played.
Okay.
He's not magnetized.
Game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing at all that game, though. So that was.
Yeah. Neither one.
Second game was better because I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, I definitely want to get some games in. I also want to go back to painting my knights. I like them a lot, and I finished the 2 big ones and 1 war dog. Like, I would like to get the rest of.
Just pretend like you're painting your knights, but paint mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Thoughts?
I would slap paint on yours.
I have to show up and not lose my 10 points, though. I got no shot. I need to have my 10 points.
Yeah, you need to get them.
If you don't submit your list on time, you lose 10 points in the first round.
Dang, really?
Yeah. I think on time is like a week before.
Right. Yeah, it's fine. I would submit my list. I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure that
my list is gonna have like 9 models.
mine's gonna have a lot. I'm gonna have to pay
Oh
attention to
yeah.
that. Yeah, I have a lot playing Death Guard. There's also a lot of different stuff. So like, obviously you have your free weapons now. I
Yeah.
hate that. Like, I don't like the fact that you have the whole like one of these guys can take this. I just hate that
Oh
whole
yeah.
thing. Like within five, one can have this. You can have one of these,
Hmm.
one of these, one of these. If you have six, like this can go up to one, but only one of these two heavies, and like it's so freaking annoying trying
Yeah.
to know what all that stuff can take. I will say the other thing is I know Garrett Stacy's list. He was just running bolters on the Terminators because they get to auto double their shots, and you're just throwing out a bunch of shots to ping damage off. I will say from a time standpoint, that's probably nice because like you're just rolling, what is it, 48 something like that or whatever. Like you're just rolling X shots each time. They're the same thing every time. It's the same stuff. When you're running a 10-man that are taking all the special weapons, which
Oh, and you gotta like split up what shots you're
correct, like
shooting.
each
Yeah.
shot is going to be like this is with the auto cannon, like this is with the
Hmm.
plague spitter, this is with like you're going to have to literally separate each individual shot. They're different data sheets, like you're going to have to know the strength and AP and what re-rolls and all that
Hmm.
kind of stuff. Like if you just take bolters on them all, I just don't know that that's the play. Like I don't know that this is good. Like if you're actually trying to min max, like you get the same number of shots with the auto cannon as you would get the bolters. Like why would I not want two more strength and an AP and one extra damage on my shots? It just makes
Yeah.
no sense to not be taking it. In my opinion, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, which is possible. But I
Is
do
it
think for ease
a
of
blast
play,
weapon?
which one?
Or it doesn't
The
matter.
heavy one.
Oh,
So
they're the same weapon, basically.
what you mean?
Like all the stuff about them except for damage.
Oh no, it's like they're totally different. That's what I'm saying. So if you take
Oh.
your standard bolters, uh, your standard bolters that you're taking on them are just your typical shot that's strength 4, no AP, 1 damage. They're
Hmm.
rapid fires though. So and you're obviously taking the what you call this rapid fire 2 Terminators auto double. You know how like so rapid fire if you're within half range, you double the
Hmm.
amount of shots. So Terminators get it no matter what. So at your
Like,
full range, you're doubling that. So they're going to 4. So each Terminator is getting 4 shots. But your strength 4, 0 AP, 1 damage. Versus the Reaper autocannon is heavy 4. So you're getting the same amount of 4 shots that your doubled bolt gun would be. And it's strength 7 minus 2, 1 damage. Like, why would you
yeah.
not want to be shooting with that profile over your bolter one? The only
You get to ignore the like -1 for moving.
Yep, because like that's the other thing. Like that I can see because like you're getting the +1, so like it being a heavy gun, like that would make a difference. But they have the what is it? So this unit counts as having remained stationary if it did not fall back or advance in your previous movement phase. So like, still just do your normal movement, and it's not an assault. If they were
Huh.
assault, then you could like advance and then still shoot, and like that would be a different case. But like the rapid fire guns, you can't advance and shoot anyway. So like you're basically just doing your normal movement and then shooting, and you can do that with the heavy gun and not take the -1.
Yeah, I don't get
So
it.
like
Maybe I don't. It could be time, but
I don't know. Like it just seems like there's no reason to not be taking the special ones. I will say that though, like it's gonna be difficult.
maybe it was a WYSIWYG thing. Maybe he's like, I'm not gonna find this gun.
Maybe. I do think it's like just in general though. It's also because I don't know them. Once you know them, no different than any other game, right? Like you know what your stuff does. It'd be like playing a new Magic deck, and, like reading the card, like when you got it,
Hmm.
to, like see what it did when you drew. Like it's gonna be that way. Once you know what you're doing, you're there. Same thing with War Machine. If you don't know what your units and stuff are doing, like once you know what they do, like it's rolling different dice isn't a big deal. It's the fact that it's like 8 different weapons and like not and having to like look up each
Yeah.
profile when you go to make an attack is what's gonna suck. But like once you
I
know,
I think what you see is what you get kind of sucks personally.
You're saying like
Just
what they
be
have on them?
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Just because like you said, you're only gonna have one dude with it. Just tell me, and I can't just kill that dude anyway, right? Like I shoot into your
Correct.
unit, you're like, oh yeah, he's not dying.
Yeah.
Um, 40k people that care and listen can trash me or whatever, but I come from a game where you don't have to paint, so
Right, right.
where the dude that I played that won the tournament was like, oh shoot, you got the wrong gun on, just rip the arm off so we don't get confused, so we know which one it is, right?
Right,
Like
right.
that's where I come from. But now we're like, no, those are bolters, my dude.
Those are
That is
bolters.
not the Reaper autocannon or whatever. So sorry.
Yeah, it sucks from the standpoint of having to have them all. Like we talked about that. Like I told you, I almost didn't do it when I started to get into Death Guard because we live in the world with all the free upgrades now, right? So all my Plague
Yeah.
Marines, all my Terminators, like I've got all these special weapons. Like when they roll that shit back in 10th, I'm like 800
Yep.
points over. Like
Yep.
I'm gonna have to then buy Plague Marines and Terminators and build them with combi bolters because that's what you're gonna be playing at that point.
Yeah. That I. It's good that I never built my assault terminators because I would have put claws on them, and now it's like, oh,
Shield.
the shield and hammer are
Yeah.
free. Why are you playing claws?
Yeah.
I mean, some people probably want to play claws. There's probably a reason because you get a ton of attacks, and I think some people can do like auto wounds on sixes, so you might
Right.
want like a million attacks, or whatever. Not auto wounds. What are they called? Mortals.
Mortal wounds on sixes.
Um, that which I need to use that.
Stratagem.
I think it's a stratagem for knights, or it's a relic, where because there's a gun that's like you shoot so many. Wasn't it like 18
Uh,
shots or something? I had.
yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah, I need to do that. Auto
That would be
mortals on
good.
sixes.
Makes
But
sense. That's another reason
I
too to play them. Like if I would have built my 10 Terminators right now with bolters, at least like they're good to go into 10th when they take all the free weapons away. Like you just auto have your combi bolters
That's what
already.
I think. That's what I think is the reason. Is it's like he went to a tournament that was like, no, fam, like the one we're gonna go to in August or next month in April says that too. What you see is what you get, and I'm like, I couldn't tell
Yeah.
you what it is if you asked me.
Right. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Like I already have the 5 built with them. I'm probably gonna build this other box with the special ones too. Like, or maybe I just pick up another box and I'll build the 10 with the combi bolters and I'll play the way he did. Like, I don't know that it's bad. Like, you are getting to double your +1 to hit. So like, you're 4 shots per Terminator. So you're rolling what's that 40 then in a 10 man that's on there. Like, that's a lot of potential for dice and saves and that kind of stuff to start pinking off one at a time. And
Hmm.
I'm sure we have some sort of stratagem to your point of like auto wounding on sixes or like mortals on six, something like you know what I mean. To where like something like that, to where again just your mass number of like shots with a bunch of combi bolters is probably just the better play.
Both same number of shots with the other gun.
So I mean, so you can only take one, so that's the thing,
Oh wait,
right?
you're talking about instead of the regular bolters. Got it.
Yeah, so like he's just playing all straight combi bolters. And then I'm saying if the special weapons, like one of them's taking that heavy auto cannon. I think that gun is just better. So that at the very least, like you would just take the 2 that you could, right? Like why
Hmm.
would you not be taking 8 with combi bolters and then like 2 of the auto cannons that you can, or something? Like they're just straight better. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I do not know.
Unless they're like Space Marines, where you are they like Space Marines where you pick your doctrine every turn?
No,
Okay, because that would make sense. Because there's one where like
for rapid fire.
heavy weapons get like +1s, versus they have the different. Which now you don't have to switch. I'm calling them doctrines. I think that's what it is.
Yes, it is your
Um,
doctrines.
yeah,
And
and
yeah,
you
you
don't have
don't
to
have to
switch
switch them
anymore.
now, right? Yep. That was why Iron Hands and all that stuff got so good.
Yeah, because now they can advance with their heavy weapons and not get punished. I think,
I can just stay
or
in that
not
doctrine.
advance. Advance is War Machine talk. That means something in. 40k.
Right. Advances something. It'd be like running. Yeah.
Yeah, they're running.
They're running.
No, you can walk, move. You can move and
Yeah, that's your
not
move.
take the penalty. So yeah,
Yeah.
next weekend I hope we play some 40k because I've got all this stuff I haven't played in a while.
Yeah. That's been a minute for me too, and I have a lot of GG stuff ready to go, especially if I plan on playing it if we go to Tampa for that
Mm-hmm.
GT. Like I would like to at least get a couple games in with it, and I have some idea of what I'm doing first.
Yeah, that's what I like about Knights is I only have like 5 different weapons or something. Like I know them all.
Yeah. Yep. That would be nice.
And you talked me into get them sweet Etsy tokens.
I think you're sick. I bought the Etsy tokens for GG the other day.
I need to get them now for what's called Chaos.
Yeah. They definitely help for sure.
So
What
yeah.
else? We're a little over an hour. Anything else that go on?
Anything hype coming? Also, whenever we do go to play Magic, your boy wants to play too. Jason's down.
Oh, is he in?
Yeah.
Lit.
Especially because people are saying Abza and Greasefang might be the deck to beat, and he
Has
had
it?
bought into Greasefang months ago.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to squad up and play some. Maybe at some point we just hit up the.
Oh yeah, he's down for like both things, like just for fun and for going to like a night somewhere, wherever they are.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing some nights just for fun. I haven't played Magic in a hot minute, and also like that mono black deck is a homebrew mono
Mid,
black
potentially.
deck. Yeah, so like we'll see. Like I maybe end up just playing something else if we went and played for real, but
I don't think people are playing Fatal Push, so I think you're good.
yeah, hopefully. We'll
I think
see.
a lot of the removal is actually damage based.
Which is definitely good for me.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Like, I mean, I don't know. That's the thing why I like it though, is I just don't like. Obviously, I like Obliterator, and he's my win con for me, like in my head stuff. But like, you don't need him to win. Like, there's plenty
Yeah.
of other stuff in that deck that wins off of. Like, you can win straight off of just Grey Merchant. The amount of black that you're gonna have down, devotion, like there's a lot of different ways to win, and like hopefully you're controlling stuff. Their hand should be empty most of the game with the amount of discard stuff that you have and all too. So like I think it's I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could at least be decent. I think it's good enough to like go play up at Vortex and stuff with. Like
Yeah.
are you going to win an open or something with it? Probably not. But like I think it's competitive enough to go play like an event at Vortex or something.
Yeah, I think when Happy Viking was around, I built like. Do you remember during the Theros time? They had all these enchantments, and one of them was I think Dictate of the Twin Gods, and it was like damage gets doubled.
Mm-mm.
So I played this weird deck with Boros Reckoner. You remember Boros Reckoner?
Yep.
If he got dealt damage, he dealt that much.
Yep.
And I played it with if you played it with Boros Charm, you give your dudes indestructible. So basically,
Yep.
once Dictate was out, you could give him indestructible, and if he took damage, you just kept targeting him, and it would double every time.
Yep. And
I'm pretty sure that I cashed at like F&M with that deck. So
right.
also, it didn't hurt that like when I played like Dictate of the Twin Gods, it was an instant. I think it was a flash enchantment, and then on my turn, I hit my Boros Reckoner with War Leader's Helix, which was like deal 4. So it dealt 8 to the Boros Reckoner and then 16 to them. Like, you don't even need the combo, right? Like,
Right. Yeah, that's insane. And that's what we were talking about too, though, from the standpoint of like no one is showing up at FNM to like not lose to a Boros Reckoner Twin God card that you say you're playing. Like same thing. Like I don't think anyone's showing up at Vortex to not lose to a mono black Great Merchant Devotion deck either. So like,
like you get thought seized and everyone loses a thought seized. Doesn't matter.
I just think there's a lot. Like, yeah.
If you're playing creatures and you play Obliterator, I'm like, oh shoot, like I'm not attacking you anymore. So
Yeah, like it instantly just stalls the board out until you remove him.
yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
I think it'll be cool. Plus, it's what I want to play. Like I like playing Mono Black. I love Liliana. I love Obliterator. Like being able to
We
play that
got
stuff.
got some of these bad boys.
And
They're
some,
not as cool as yours.
ooh, yeah, I'm not this sick too.
Yours are way cooler. Don't you have the full art?
I do have the fancies. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I will say one problem with randomly ordering on TCG Player and telling them I want the cheapest ones. This happened a lot.
Do different ones.
We see the foil. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
not fam.
We're gonna be a little half and half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nope, not for me. I
Yeah,
want to pick
that's
my
all right.
set. I want to pick like picking
Yeah.
it all. Damn, now you got me hyphy for some Magic. We
Yeah.
just hope
See,
maybe we can squat up for that next weekend too. Maybe we'll get some Warhammer and some Magic.
we could probably get both Craig and Jason.
Yeah, that'd be super sweet because that's 3 different people, right? Like we could sit there and like play round robin around the tables and swap and
Yep.
like get different games in.
See, the front old growth troll is not foil. The
Yeah,
back
nope,
three are.
hate that. We have to get Craig
I,
a deck though.
yeah, no, we're Gucci.
Oh, did he pick one?
So he was already down with spirits, right? Like he was in to play it.
I think
I
so.
just got the few cards I was missing.
Oh, okay, so he can play the spirits that you have.
Or he has them too, I think.
He had some for sure when we were dabbled in standard before.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. And that deck's fine. I might be even good, honestly. I know the blue-white one was doing well. Mono blue's good too. Mono blue spirits.
Yeah,
But
blue white would probably be the other deck that I played. I think you're sleeping on that mono green deck still. Like I think that deck's actually good, but
I told you I ended up finding it in Japan, right?
no.
I think the Japanese metagame is for some reason more slanted towards aggro decks.
Mm.
Like a lot of the really good aggressive decks come from Japan, and they were playing like they had 8 elves. They had 8 elves in their deck, but they were playing a lot of that mono green.
I'm telling you, it's good.
But I think you need the elves though. I
So
think
like
you want the elves.
so here's my thing though. If you're playing that, you auto lose to black. I'm never losing that matchup.
Maybe.
I just don't see how you lose that matchup for me. Like I'm gonna discard your hand. You're not gonna have enough down. I have so many kill spells for what you play, and when an obliterator hits the table, what's your answer to it?
That part's
You've
bad.
lost. Like you just auto
Obliterator.
lose. Now no one playing that mono green deck again. To the point is like worried about losing to an obliterator at an event right now because like no one's playing mono black to run it. But like I'm just auto never losing that matchup.
That's true. The other one though, like mono green
The
with
one they're playing
Karn.
now here, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Like I don't
Different
think
story.
you care. You're like, yeah, you can. Although you're gonna kill a planeswalker every turn because I'm not blocking.
Right.
Maybe I am. I could block with a Llanowar Elf, I guess.
Trample though, you're still dying.
Oh, that's right. It does a trample. Yeah. We're in trouble there.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
I don't know. Maybe that mono green deck could beat it, dude. You don't know.
I don't think I'm losing to that mono green deck. I think that's like a 97% win rate.
They could have the perfect hand. Elf into Old Growth Troll. I don't know what their draw is. I don't know what they're looking
got
for.
Thoughtseize. You don't have it anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. Now what are you doing?
They are two of them actually.
Oh, they had two.
Even the mono green like Nykthos ramp one, like you can't even Thoughtseize their Storm the festivals because that's flashback.
Yeah, that's rough.
I mean, you're probably Thoughtseizing Karns.
Yes.
Anyway, Karn's like the scariest card. Karn's every card in your sideboard because you don't play a real sideboard. You just play 15 artifacts.
15 different ones. What do you need?
I think that's what you do.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. So we'll play some Magic. Hype for that.
Yeah, same. I need to find some Shieldreds. If anyone listening happens to have Shieldreds they want to sell me, let me know.
Yeah, pricey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just gonna have to break down, just order it from like Card Kingdom or on eBay or something. It's literally the
Yeah.
only thing I'm missing from the deck. So, and if there's a chance we play this coming weekend, then like
I mean,
I need to
obviously, I don't
just
care. You can fake them,
yeah. I mean,
but
I could just like yeah. I mean, I could proxy obviously while we're just playing, but like if I'm gonna play it, then I need to just break down and buy them at some point.
they're likely always going to be great. I don't, unless they got banned, that would suck. They could, right?
Maybe is it that good though? I don't know that it's
I don't
bannable.
think so.
My
Like,
thing is, it's not
remember,
dictating the meta. Like for it to get banned, the card needs to be like dictating or shifting a meta, and I just don't think Children's shifting the meta anywhere.
a 4-drop that does nothing.
Right? Like
Like,
there's
you could drop it and it gets killed and it does actual nothing.
yeah, there's no shot that card gets banned unless something comes out that is working with it or something. I just don't see, and it's being played in black, and there's just not a bunch of black X decks running out around.
I think there are. I think the black red is the most
Yeah, it's like
popular. But
54%.
you're just gonna get killed. Like it's gonna die, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
I
don't
agree.
think that is what gets banned from there, though. So, like, I think that when you look up most sites, whether you're on Goldfish or Top 8 or whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's like 54%, something stupid. It's a
Yeah.
lot of the aggro meta that's there, but, like, I don't think that's because of her, though. Right? Like, I don't
No.
think she's getting banned out of that deck to tune it down, is what I'm saying.
No, I would agree.
IMO, at least. You never know. She could get banned, but
I agree. I don't think so.
I don't see it happening.
I think you legitimately. No one come for me for this. I think you legitimately will see in Pioneer a Thoughtseize ban before that. 100% you'd see a Fable the Mirror Breaker ban before that. That card is potentially bannable.
I can see that, and that is certainly a card that you would hit in that deck if you were trying to take that deck out of the meta or knock it down. Like,
It's just the fact that it's played in. If you have red, you have to play 4 Fables.
yeah.
Is like Bone Crusher Giant would be next to, I think.
Here's the crazy thing: I'm splashing red in mine, and
Yeah.
I'm not playing either one of those cards.
So Bone Crusher, I get it, but Fable is like stupid good. They're expensive, but it's really good.
Yeah. The problem is it does nothing to my devotion for Grey Merchant.
Mm, that's true.
So
It's bananas though.
it is good.
God, and then okay, no. The token it makes literally can copy your Gray Merchants though. Or not the token, but the backside of it.
Right.
It's geeky jeeky on the backside, right? Like
Right.
you literally are like play Gray Merchant, copy it.
Yeah.
Could be wrong on that one, but
We'll see. We'll see. I would certainly not be playing Bone Crusher, but there
yeah,
is
that's tough.
there is a world that mirror breaks it or mirror makes it.
Are you playing Graveyard Trespasser? Because that card's good.
I'm not playing that either.
The card's good too. This black red deck's got weird stuff in it, like Misery Shadow.
So like obviously, so I'm running black reds. Like when you that's the other thing too. When you see black red, like you think I'm playing that, right? And I probably have like 3% of the cards that are in that deck. Like I'm running nothing that's in there. I'm completely opposite of that. But again, like I'm trying to play Liliana and Obliterator and Phyrexian Arena, and like I'm playing straight up like Devotion to Black with Gray Merchants and stuff. So like I'm not playing any of that stuff that's in that other deck in that case.
It's pretty sweet. Hopefully it's good. I think you possibly like destroy blue white.
I think there's some matchups that I think I just win heavily, but maybe
I think
I'm
blue white
wrong.
you have a good shot.
Yeah.
What are they gonna kill you with? They're not gonna kill you. You're gonna draw a lot of cards.
And you're gonna draw a lot of cards. And you're
Tight.
gonna discard a lot of cards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, we're at $1.20. We can
Tight.
we can talk Magic when we end it, but I think at this point we can probably
Call it.
in the podcast. Yeah,
Almost made it to Sunday.
we did. What time is it? It's late. Oh wow, 11:59. Yes, appreciate it for all of you that are still here through our Magic, War Machine, Warhammer, League of Legends talk of everything that we hit. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. We appreciate all the stuff, and we will catch you guys next time. Later.
Later.